P had this song and went like, the ghetto's got me crazy. But it's more than life that females, weed, and a Mercedes. In that song, P, he spoke directly to him being under the influence of the streets. And today I want to speak to all my young people about the same thing. And it goes like this. My young minds, beware the stigma that the streets have set, for it will have you all to believe that life is all about three things: money, cars, clothes, and having sex. But you see, if that were true, life it would always end up one of three ways: murder, jail time, or the contraction of AIDS. But if you don't sow into that type of life, those won't be the type of things that you will have to leave. See, but most people, they will never understand that because they're going to fall under the influence of the streets. You see, the influence, it overtakes you at a time that you will least expect. And once you wonder it, you begin to do things that you should regret. Like the other day, I'm sitting at the light, right? And I see a candy red drop top on 24s right by. And on the inside, a dude with his polo hat backwards, blowing his blunt smoke to the sky with a bad female on his side. But adjacent, right from us, was a young student looking at everything, shaking his head in amazement at what he just saw. And I knew it was at that very moment that he dropped his head and he answered to the street's call, because he dropped his books and he walked away with this look like, forget that, I'm about to do what I got to do so I can go out here and ball. Now my young people, listen, I'm not glorifying that fast life, but I do understand it does have an appeal. And I'm not glorifying what I see on videos, but even I've sat back and I've wondered how that type of life will feel. And I'm not glorifying you dropping out of school, believe me. But I've sat in class and I've wondered, why am I busting my hump trying to get a degree when I could be sitting in the trap, moving my pack and blowing in a week what I might be projected to make with that degree yearly? But you see, that's dead. Because I do have a degree and I am smart. And I understand that a fool in his money shall soon depart. And although to that young man, it's going to seem like he's getting a whole lot today, tomorrow, get caught up in a raid and get all that taken away. And let's say thereafter, he wants to go back to school and he wants to get his life right. It's cool. He's going to be able to get his GED, but it's going to be hard to go to college. Why? Because convicted felons, they don't get financial aid. Right. They don't get grants and they don't get loans from the government or the most primary lenders, such as Sallie Mae. And most people, you won't understand that until you get to the point where y'all doing y'all fast work. That's, you use that to get into college. But that's a whole other story. Amen. Now listen, on top of that, you need to understand that most people that's out there in the streets, they just playing the cards that they've been dealt. And the other ones, they use the embrace of the streets to replace the love of a mother or father that they have never felt. But you see, that don't have to be you. And you can choose ye whom you're going to serve today. And if you're already under the influence of the streets, best believe me, the Bible has told me that God provides a way of escape. Amen. And I know what you're saying. Here go yet another dude up here trying to speak to me about G.O.D. And truthfully, I am. But even more truthfully, I just don't want you to fall under the influence of the streets. My young people, I want you to understand and I want you to listen to this. I don't want anybody to be misguided by the lies that's going to teach you or treat you or take you down the path to death. But here goes some food for thought. Don't they call Jesus the way, the truth, and the life? I think that's good. I don't think everybody should take that in. And I think everybody needs to expound on that. And on top of that, you need to know that being under the influence of the streets is not where you want to be. That's my time. And that is my verse. Thank you.